So Savon, whenever you're ready, if you unmute yourself and turn on your video. There you are. Hello.
There we go.
Good morning.
Hi.
Hello.
Thank
Welcome to the
you.
parent trip.
So excited to be here. Thank you. What an amazing group of practitioners and just wonderful. I want to thank both of you for all your hard work and putting this together. It's great. It's wonderful.
Thank you so much for being here.
Just like Dr. Kelsey, welcome to my bedroom. A kid or two might pop up. I don't know. We'll see.
I think we're all living that life.
Be prepared. Yeah. So, I also wanted to just take a moment and thank everybody else for joining us today. I'll just get started. I'm gonna get my timer on, so I'm on time. Here it is. Timer on. Just a little introduction. My name is Sivan Dirks, and I'm an acupuncturist and a Chinese medicine practitioner. And I am the owner of Rose City Family Wellness and also Rose City Baby. And Rose City Baby was my first business, and it is my acupuncture business. And throughout the years, working with families, focusing on women's health, family health, obviously maternal health, and also pediatrics, I've wanted to create a more whole kind of care for families. And so that's how Rose City Family Wellness came together. And we've opened our doors this year in February. And as Dr. Kelsey mentioned, she is part of our group. And we are a collective of providers that are focused on women's health in particular, but of course, whole health as well. And I'll mention that a little bit more at the end, but now I'm going to focus a little bit about acupuncture and Chinese medicine, specifically with the care of pregnancy. I'll touch a little bit about how we're doing this at this challenging times where we can't see each other, although I personally have started to see one-on-one, and I'll talk a little bit about that, but there's a lot that we could do remotely. And before I dive in into the more specifics, I'm gonna see if I can figure out how to share screen. Okay. And I think before I dive into what it is that I do, more specifically, I like to share that I believe that this that care and Chinese medicine guide us to it, is that health and wellness is just more than the absence of illness. And what that means is that we nourish and care for ourselves during life, and especially during pregnancy, as a continuation, and not so as a problem and a solution, but rather this kind of attending to. I like to use the metaphor of the garden, that you've worked the earth and you planted the seeds, and then you care for them, and then you get the picture. And so for me, when I work with families and with women, it's really, I'm trying to bring in this kind of idea of a soft journey of really discovery and transformation as you go through the different stages of pregnancy. And it is a new, it's going to be like a lot of the practitioners are actually, I noticed, moms and women, and they really brought up the dramatic changes in the relationship that changes everything about the dynamic of who you are will change. And I see the preparation as part of that. So we're really looking at helping you thrive and be in a nourishing and care environment as much as possible. And the three key elements that I follow during this process is really, whenever I come in and I'm working with somebody, the three key elements, especially in pregnancy, would be comfort, flow, and balance into whatever it is that we're working on. And comfort is really, it's a physical, emotional, mental, is what you need. And as Olivia mentioned with the personalized care, what you need now, today, at this moment, as we're sitting one-on-one, how can I assist you? How can I help you in whatever it is that you need help with? And that is very specific and personalized to right now. And it makes it easy and kind of we're taking it step by step rather than kind of like overwhelmed. So so the comfort, and then flow, making sure things are flowing, you know, as the baby's growing, we need that for nourishment of oxygen and blood, and as the mom's body changes, we need to continually kind of promote the flow. And you know, the flow energetically would be in the meridians, and I won't go into details about what that is, but the flow of blood, again, blood in the mom's circulation and blood in the baby circulation and nourishing the placenta and all those good things. So flow, oxygen, whatever you can think of. We don't want any kinks in the hose, no kinks. And then balance, and then finding the balance, finding a workable relationship with whatever it is that you are working with. And you know, these days I'll touch on the stress and this uncertainty times. It's brought a lot of emotion up to the surface, and maybe we don't have as many distractions. And so things are coming up more and more to the surface. And so most recently in the last month and a half or so, working with clients a lot on finding a workable relationship and finding the balance, and really holding space and giving space and finding space for all the emotions to kind of flow through, and going back to flow, and that will give you comfort. So it's a really kind of an interesting thing when we really focused on those three elements, and how can I find comfort, how can I find flow and balance, and not necessarily even going into good or bad, but just kind of allowing that to flow and holding space for that. Okay, and then, you know, you can look at my website, and lucky for me, I don't have to, with this nourishing and care, I don't have to invent the wheel, because my ancestor teachers have created a framework that I follow called Moon by Moon, and it's Moon by Moon, and it's these 10 moons of pregnancy. The Chinese medicine and Chinese culture in general follows the 10 moons, the lunar moon. And so you can see it's a framework that allows me to follow the different developmental aspects of both mom and baby and nourish them through. And then this is not complete, but we'll month by month, we'll go through the meridians. You know, just a quick little touch you can see on the screen probably with pregnancy. You know, early on now, I have clients with nausea and vomiting, and that can really help support the nourishment again, but also help avoid going into the hospital if fluids are needed. So really helping with that, and fatigue. Later on in the second trimester, we going into more physical aches and pains. As you can see, some itching in pregnancy. Edema comes a little later, but you can see the list for yourself. There's a really almost a lot of different aspects to it that we can care for. And obviously, I do see the care of pregnancy as a continuation into the birth and the postpartum. So I tell women, oh, hello. I tell women that it's not, we're really, I'm gonna pause this, stop the share. We're really kind of, by caring during the pregnancy, we can really support a positive birth, and then into a more stronger recovery and a healthier, stronger postpartum period. Yeah, and I brought a bunch of tools, but I don't have any time, so that's it.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, Sivan. That was great. Do you want to show us your favorite tool, just quickly?
Oh, my favorite tool, Moxa. Yeah, I have different Moxas that I've been using for the pre-birth preparation. You want to hold something? How about you hold the ear seed kit? Ear seed kit. Yeah, so these are different for insomnia, for anxiety. I'll show you this. It's so cute. It's so cute.
That's so cute.
I know, and these little stickies, and you put them in different acupuncture points, and you light them up, and it's a very gentle way to activate the point. So I've been using these and this moxa for the pre-birth preparation, mother warming techniques for postpartum. So yeah, I think that's one of my favorite tools.
I love it. Well, thank you for joining us today. We super appreciate it.
Thank
It
you
was
so
nice
much.
to see you.
Good to see you too. Bye.
Bye. All right, guys, that was Savant. That was great. I gotta tell you, I've used Moxa with some of my private clients when I was doing private labor doula work, obviously under the guidance of an acupuncturist. But I've seen the big Moxa sticks, but I hadn't seen those cute little spots that you stick on. Those are so great.
I am like brand new to the Moxa thing. I'm actually like probably going to deep dive on it later today and tomorrow. I'm pretty excited to learn more about it.
Yeah, no, super helpful. I mean, it's remarkable the fact that it's, you know, from what I understand about it, it's the combination of both the heat and the smell of the herb as it burns. Like both things are affecting your body, and it's just it's rad. It's super cool.